Hello? 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 Testing. Welcome to the Thursday, October 5th stream of mine. Kench999. Kitty! He's hanging out. I hope everyone is having a lovely Thursday. Why not? I'm not going to check my stream. I assume that looks like I have audio. Looks like I have video. So today's plan is we're going to play some Flight Simulator. And then after Flight Simulator, I'm going to diddle around on my Swirl Stratocaster once again, which is one of the ones I did before, but we're back to cycling through amazing guitars. Wow. I just love the swirliness of the swirl. It sounds good too. And we'll talk about that guitar a little bit and how it was created and what modifications I have done to it. But before that, we're going to play Flight Simulator. Now, yesterday, I was flying if you remember, of course, I was flying the MiG-29 that I have. And we had a nice flight in the 29. And then I landed, and as we parked right next to another Russian plane that I wasn't sure what even the number was because it's called a Felon. And somebody in chat said, oh, that's the Su-57, which is cool because I didn't know, and it was an Su-57. And the cool thing about the Su-57 is that it's pretty much the newest high-tech fighter plane I have. It was really introduced in 2010, and now it just was really started seeing service in 2019. So it's really a 4 or 5 year old plane in terms of and it's being used a lot in the current war by Russia against the Ukrainian. But that's not what we're going to do. We're just going to fly it around. But I realized I've barely flown it. I think I bought it, but I barely have flown it. I certainly have never started it. I think I've never started it. Gosh, we're gonna run it at my local home airport here. I think I'm sure it could take off here. Why not? That's right. So we've already selected the Felon because we're playing it, and it comes in all these different liveries. And the specific one we were admiring is called Pixel Desert. There's also Camel Desert, but Pixel Desert has these cool squares. It's just wild looking. We're going to go down to about 40%. I'm not worried about that. No, that's fine. And what we're going to do is we are going to try to start the plane, which is always a fun challenge in that it's a Russian plane and it's probably going to be labeled in Russian. And the first thing I'm going to have to do is kind of move my mouse around and figure out what all the controls are. And you're like, well, haven't you done this before? Maybe, but I have hundreds of planes, so there's a lot of different ones. All the controls are generally different places. Russian ones are pretty unique. I think I know where most of the controls are in the startup, and there's, you always have to get that. Is there an APU you got to start up? We'll see. Usually there is. There's a battery, but you got to start the battery first, and So first we got to find out where all the switches are, and there, sometimes there's usually there's a fuel cutoff, but not always. Meow. Oof. Is that a bug? We're still rendering here. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Yeah, there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. All right, we'll go a little closer. So that's the 29 in the pixel behind me, and which is I flew, but not in that color, not in the pixelflage. And this is the Su-57 that just came out, brand new design. And the coolest thing about it that I thought when I saw it, now you can't see it now, but we're going to try to get it done. A couple things of interest is it's the canopy doesn't open like that. It slides back, and look at those wing. It has winglets in front that are aerodynamic and are also used for braking, I believe. It's got a lot of advanced features. It's got these 2 afterburner engines. Single pilot plane. All right. Let's see if we can figure out where stuff is. Here. What do we got here? AFD mode. ADF. No. I don't know what that is. Okay, here's the engine starters, but we don't need those yet. We don't need that yet. Okay, first we turn the battery. First we're going to turn the battery on. And the avionics master on. Alternator on. And then turn the APU on, right? So that's nice. It's all conveniently located in one place. The doors. Aircraft. Cargo aft. Smokes. Great. This is all, what's that? IRS? I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Can you turn this stuff on? ILS? I can't really turn it on. Canopy jettison. No, but we do want to open the canopy. So that's not what we want. Okay, jettison canopy. Dump fuel, no. Emergency gear lowering. Okay. But on this panel, oh yeah, this is a lot like the 29. Okay, so we need turn on the fuel pumps. Ignition is on. Turn on fuel 1 and fuel 2. Okay, that's where the air brake is. We need to know that. The last plane that we were not sure where the air brake was. That's not a good thing. All right, navigation lights, strobe lights, beacon lights, formation light, and taxi lights. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. You can't really tell. You see the light there. All right, we're ready to start engine 1 and engine 2. These are the mode switches. I don't think these do anything. Air brake. Okay, yeah, it's got a variable air brake. What else we got here? No, not you. This guy. All right, let's try starting engine 1. I can hear something spooling up. That's a good sign. You can see one of the engines and only one of the engines. Well, you can't because that bus. But you can. Loud. We're going to turn this down just a wee bit here. Ah, that's our problem right there. Oh, okay, much better. Sometimes that's volume gets reset. Now it's better. Okay, so the first engine is spooling up. We see that's 5%. Engine 1, 6%. I think it's going to go to about 20. That guy's walking literally right through the airplane. Good move, sir. Good move. That's not going to be dangerous. All right, engine 1 is up. We're going to start engine 2. Starting. Oh, by the way, that's right. I want to figure out if I could figure out, excuse me, how to open the canopy. And I'm not at all sure that I can do it. Is there a canopy open switch refueling pilot name? That's the emergency canopy. That's what we want. We want to open it. Sometimes there's a switch or a hold up here. It's usually down here. Don't see any controls. But see, I saw it parked with the canopy open. I don't think it was any of these switches. Windshield de-ice? No. Yeah, these are radio controls. Smoke. And this is emergent. Canopy jettison, but wait, there's an emergency. I don't want to jettison the canopy. Yeah, I don't see a place to open it. Push to arm, that's the seat. I'm sure there's a place, but it may not be. Throttle. 2 throttles. You know, it's usually near. Smoke wouldn't be there. There you go. Open canopy. Finally. I told you there's a lot of switchgear. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, let's get close up on that. That's the way the canopy opens, and I think that's rad. I think that's the only one that does that. You can see it has kind of some kind of tracks that it runs on. And then, of course, it ejects. You can, for the ejection seat, it blows off. But just normally, you get in and out that way. All right. Okay. Okay. Close the canopy. You can hear it kind of close. All right. See, that's the fun part of it for me. All right, we're just going to fly around Livermore a bit. San Francisco Bay Area.
Route Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel with Kilo request taxi for takeoff west departure. Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel taxi. And hold short of runway 7 left using taxiway Juliet Alpha. Contact tower on 118.01 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 7 left using taxiway Juliet Alpha November Sierra Hotel.
Another one, Osprey is running with its propellers down. Yeah, I think due to wind, it's going to make us take off to the east. You can always ask, but it's not going to let you go. It is a pretty day here today. It's hot. We'll probably just buzz my house. This is a cool looking plane, I can already tell. Oh, the APU is on. See, it's telling me the APU is on. I forgot to turn off the APU. We're going to turn that off before we go. We should have done that a minute ago. Where is it again? It's down here somewhere. Fuel. Ignition. No, was it down here? Yes, here. APU off. Now we shouldn't lose that warning there. Is it still showing APU on? It is. Oh, just turned off. Takes a while to turn off. Alrighty. Let's ask to leave. This plane does not have takeoff flaps. It has landing flaps only. Doesn't need them. Mainly because those leading wing surfaces, which are integrated there.
Cleared for takeoff runway 7 left November Sierra Hotel.
All right, let's go to full power, military power, as it's called. Pushes you back in the seat. Basically the plane takes off, whether you like it or not. Yeah, we are.
Tower Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel frequency change.
We're at ludicrous speed already. That's where we took off. We're making a turn here so we can head west. quarry. There's kind of a recreational zone right down below me here. This is Pleasanton, California, right here. Right down there. It's pretty fun. Parking. And my house is going to be right around. Hello. Right around there. There. Oof. Somewhere. Oh my goodness, it's framing. Well, that's the thing about these fast planes, is that they move through terrain so fast that the loading of the three-dimensional models is really delayed. And therefore, you'll see a lot more. There's Stonetown or Pleasanton Gallery, Stonetown Galleria, Stone Ridge or whatever. We'll head towards San Francisco. Pretty plain though. We should fly over a desert area. Hi, Hackside. I'm flying the Russian-built, most recent Russian plane, which is the Su-57. In this really cool pixelated camouflage over the Bay Area where I am right now. So first we're going to head out over downtown Oakland. I was having fun today. I was using my synthesizers this morning. I'm trying to get some musical ideas. All right, our indications are good. There's no warnings. Engine controls look good. Plenty of fuel. Very easy plane to fly. This is the HUD view. You can absolutely fly it from the HUD. There's the Oakland Airport right there. Downtown Oakland straight ahead, and we're going to go over the bridge. You know, we're moving so fast. As we approach an area that has a lot of 3D models, it definitely starts getting framey, but there's just nothing to do about that. I mean, it's already running on an SSD. I've already got a pretty fast memory architecture, but I mean, not the fastest. But even with a slower, you know, much faster computer, it'd still be framey at points. You're gonna fly low and fast, and then someday, computers will be faster, but they'll try to get even more details in. I could turn down the detail, but I don't want to. That's Lake Merritt right there, flying over. World famous downtown Oakland. Don't go. It's all right. The waterfront area down there is nice. There. A lot of restaurants. Alright, so people come over on the Bay Bridge. There's always a lot of traffic. This is what it looks like. We've got a great model. It's one of the widest, that's one of the widest bridges in the world, apparently. It's the widest trestle support bridge in the world. Don't be fooled, it's not a suspension bridge. There's Treasure Island. Alcatraz ahead of that. I don't know what's going on out there. And it goes through the tunnel. Then you got the other side of the Bay Bridge. This is just like, we're having Fleet Week here, so they are flying planes like this, but not Su-57s, not Russian planes. Various famous buildings, Transamerica Pyramid. I used to work in this office building right there for a while. I did, 30th floor. It was awesome. I do love all the models. These buildings are so familiar. I used to live around there for 10 years. It was good. Palace of Fine Arts. And of course the Golden Gate Bridge, which we will go under. Hopefully. We made it. They do that in Fleet Week, I believe. Whew! I didn't see that. That's the headlands, Marin Headlands right there. And we're going to fly down to Sausalito, which is this way. Marin City and Sausalito. Basically following the 101 freeway up here. One of these is the famous Marin Civic Center by Frank Lloyd Wright. But I think we passed it. Might be coming up ahead here. This is the challenge, is really to follow a curvy road and not smash into things. Oh, almost smashed into something. That's okay. No near real damage. Okay, yeah, no, it's up ahead. It's in Center Fell, isn't it? Maybe not. Definitely this is the fast way to go on this freeway. A little less dramatic from the inside, but still. Okay, I'm getting dizzy. Alright, so the question comes down to, can this plane be successfully landed? And the answer is yes, on a sufficiently long landing strip. Although, it does have these air brakes that are pretty effective. We'll try Petaluma Municipal. Why not? Where is this landing? There it is. Alright, so in order to get landing, we're not quite ready for landing. But we're heading towards that. Oh. So flaps are automatic. I don't know how to land this thing. We'll figure it out. Let's try gear. Gears out. A little bit of fog. I don't know if we're going to need brakes. It seems to be slowing down quite nicely on its own. As I say, normally you're going to give it a little bit of brakes here. Oops. It's either in or out. Let's leave it in. Definitely, it starts handling really like a pig at low speeds. Probably just shouldn't be going at low speeds. I mean, it handles okay. I don't feel like it's going to fall out of the sky. Okay.
Oscar 69er traffic Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel is on final runway 29er to land.
I don't think this airport is rated for jets. You can usually land these anywhere. I believe these have powerful braking systems. Short runway. I'll figure it out. Maybe we wouldn't need those brakes. Whoa. Shitty landing. That was too slow. The problem is, okay, well, I was going slow because it was such a short runway. I didn't think we could stop in time. But I went too slow. The stall speed on that plane is 140, 150. So the other thing I wanted to do was contrast that with flying, hey science, flying the Spitfire. So we're going to do that real quick. I think if I picked an airport with a long runway that's rated for those kind of jet landings, I would have been able to go faster and landed very smoothly. I mean, it does respond until, at the end, you can tell it's gonna stall on you right at landing, and that's one of the main reasons I ever crash. Okay, well, in honor of going to Vegas in a couple weeks, we'll take off from North Las Vegas, head south, but we're going to change planes to the Spitfire because I believe I know how to start it up now. But where is it? Just going from the most advanced airplane I have to the most manual one. But they're, I love the challenge of starting up and getting the Spitfire in the air. I really do. I mean, that was fun. I mean, I think I could have landed it. Probably could have figured out how to get the autopilot working for a longer flight. This one does not have autopilot. But it won't be a long flight because we're really kind of over. I just want to start it up and take off, and then we'll be done. I don't think I'll land it, or we'll just turn around and land. It's always fun. If we can even get off the ground. All right. Welcome to this beautiful, incredibly, perfectly simulated World War II aircraft, the Supermarine Spitfire. Gorgeous. You see all the oil streaks on the paint job. Can we open this? Because I believe this is an openable. You can open this, yes. Oh, open canopy, which is from up here. Okay. Canopy is open, so we get some nice air. There's Vegas down there. All right, and let's see if we can get the start. Now, for one thing, just to get the battery started, you put the throttle up and then down and then to there. Now, we are going to open up the fuel cutoff. There's fuel is on. The mixture is a cut, goes to full. Engine primer, unlock the engine primer. Oh, but we also have to operate the wobble tank until that red light goes off, I believe. I think we got to do that. Manually priming the fuel system, I believe. That's on. It's still doing some stuff. Throttle. Okay, yeah, it went off. Okay, prime it until it says not under primed. Primed. Take both your boost coil cover and now the mixture has to go back to 0. It'll automatically turn on as necessary. But before we do that, I just want to check to make sure I didn't miss anything. That's fine. That's on. Oh, the magnetos have to be on. I did miss something. Wouldn't start if the magnetos were off. Fuel is on. That's the rudder. Where's the fuel pump? I don't know. It said make sure to have your fuel pump on. Emergency, what's this? Windshield de-ice. External fuel tanks. That's the emergency down. There's radio refit. Oh, I think this needs to be up. Alright, let's see if it'll start. I believe it did. And we have a good start. Little plane shakes a bit from the torque. Now, as I mentioned before, this is one of the planes that if you shove it to the firewall, you will just flip right over and die, and it'll be bad. Because the engine produces so much torque, it tends to want to twist the airplane, and the more power you put, the more twisting force it puts. So it'll go straight with a little bit of power, but as soon as you put anything on. Now, one of the things we're going to do now is we're going to close the canopy. And we're going to turn our radio systems on. And we're going to request to take off. Where are we anyway? Oh yeah, Las Vegas. Something's really lagging it. South.
North Las Vegas ground Supermarine Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel with Oscar request taxi for takeoff departure to the south.
Supermarine Kilo Echo November Sierra Hotel taxi.
doing, buddy? Don't do that.
Taxiing hold short runway 7 via taxiway Mike Papa Kilo cross runway tree 0 right Kilo Delta Alpha cross runway tree 0 left Alpha Golf.
It is so framey. This happened at the other airport too. Framey is all hell. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. What's that? I've never seen that before. Frame, but it's like also backtracking, like a multiplayer game, which plane really isn't. Are we getting this in interior as well? Yeah, I think it's not going to work. I've never seen it do anything like this. I wonder why, man. It's not OBS. OBS doesn't use a lot of system resources. And it's not, my GPU is not even running. Maybe probably the fan isn't even on the GPU. It's not like the GPU is a lot of just bog it down. But what, will it tell me what it's thinking? Yeah, there we go. It's showing 15 frames per second. But 3 frames per second minimum. And now it's like the plane doesn't even want to go anywhere. Alright. We're just going to run the engine up to takeoff speed and see if it'll let us take off even. Right there. That is busted. See, I'm going backwards. I'm doing weird shit. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, it's not letting me take off. It's doing some weird shit. It's busted. And then it suddenly stopped as soon as I got away from the airport. Yeah, but, ma'am, there were technical issues. See, it's 50 frames per second. And 36 minimum. So that's like an actual bad frame rate. But at least it's a frame rate. Well, yeah, the airport areas are screwed. Alright, the important thing on this thing is to watch your radiator temperature because they will overheat. What is my boost? Oh, no, I want to have some boost. There we go. I want boost to be around 4 for optimal engine. And we're going to back off of the mixture a little bit here. And the propeller. It actually operates much more efficiently that way. And thus the plane goes faster. It's weird. You got to get used to how these old single propeller work. You take off in one dynamic with the propeller and the mixture, but then as soon as you get in the air, you kind of need to start messing with it. So again, Vegas has a huge array of well-modeled buildings, unique well-modeled buildings. There's like a roller coaster up there. All the hotels are unique models. There's this weird like Frank Gehry building down here. We're gonna fly over. And the other thing in this plane is that it tends to roll right, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can set the rudder in that weird looking building. I guess that's a hotel. I'm sure everything's a hotel. All right, we're gonna head down Fremont Street. That's the Encore. The Wynn. No, that's not the Wynn. It's the other one. Or maybe it is. I thought it was south. That's the convention center. Here. And then there's a whole bunch of like the Planet Hollywood, there's the Mirage, there's the New York, there's the whatever one, that one. And that's the Strip. Cirque du Soleil. See the pyramid. Oh, there's image. No, there's the pyramid. Ooh, it's got a light, that light thing at the top popping out. That's pretty wild. Uh-oh. Mandalay Bay in the way. And they don't have the sphere, which is right here, by the way. Right around here. It's right there. See that empty lot there? That's where they put the sphere. And then this is the runway, so we're going to land right here. I'm not going to ask permission or anything. Screw these guys. Just going to land. We're going to make a turn and we're going to land. Try my gear. Some kind of frame rate near the airport. Okay. I'm landing there. Jetliner. Get off my runway. Really fine. I'll land at this one over here. He's crossing it. Nice long runway, so we're not going to freak out or anything. Of course, being a tail dragger, slowing it down is the issue. Braking anywhere near the most of it would just send it tumbling over. And like that. So you just gotta do gentle, occasional braking. It's kinda cool to see the Vegas Strip from here though, ground level. South end of the Vegas Strip. It's just right up against the airport. People are like, oh, I'm gonna taxi the airport. How much is it gonna cost? It costs $50. They must have taken you the other way around. It must have been a night and you didn't see it because, yeah, you could walk from the airport in about 30 minutes to anywhere, any of the south things, but they have a 5-minute thing. I'll go like, is it a long way from the airport to the Strip? No, it really isn't. It's right there. All right, well, we're done. Oh, it's open. All right. Canopy open. Throttle 0. Mixture cut. Magneto's off. Radio off. Close these. Fuel off. Is that all we turned on? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, yeah, and the dam, not the river, but the Hoover Dam. Yeah, they get their water and a lot of water and a lot of power from the dam, and it lights them up and it keeps the thing green. I think they have more than just the Colorado River, because then they'd be dependent on just one source, and but it, which could. I want to enter a marbles race. All right, thank you for coming to the first half of the show, which is this flight simulator part. I like to do, followed by the music part. Yeah, it keeps doing that. I type music in OBS, I click on the music thing, and then I say done. And half the time it goes back to Flight Simulator, and this time it went to music. I think it's some kind of weird bug. I'm probably not the only one getting hit by it either. I mean, it's a minor issue, but... I'm trying to remember to change my musical settings. Okay, let me get my camera set up here. Normally, I have to do a lot of work or some amount of effort here to bring my keyboard in, or not normally, but when I play keyboards, it takes a little longer. But for this one, let me see where I want to put my camera. And we're going to run it through the mixer so you can hear it. It'll sound different in a second. Hold a second. Alright, now I'm going to put my headphones on. Ow. Ow. Excuse me a second. Biff myself. Oh, and then I gotta plug these in. Oh, it looks like Bella has started her stream, so I'm turning that on in my alternate computer here, if anybody's interested. There she is, talking and all. Hello. I shall be on 3 minutes. All right. Well, I'm just going to ding around and then I'm going to watch her stream and get back to work anyway. So, once again, I'm playing my Stratocaster Swirl. Just wanted to talk to if anybody's here interested in electric guitars. It is a real Fender Stratocaster. It came from the factory this way. They made a run of these in 2014. They were made in Mexico. Fender has two main factories in the North America. One in Corona, California, where the American Fenders are made, and one in Sonata and Tijuana, a couple different places in Baja California, where not far from Corona, California, where this is made. And they are less expensive, but one of the things that they seem to be doing is some of the more interesting, unique color runs. Now they made these Swirl. They made several hundred of these. Is her internet fixed? Let me see if she's running. I don't know because I'm not listening. I don't think so. Well, she is running 1080p 60. She's not running from. She looks happy, and I think she might actually be fixed. Wow. Yeah, she does look great. I'm going to type in look great. Yeah, I think she did get it fixed. We'll see. She looks real happy, too. And she's running 1080p off her computer, and it's looking really smooth. So, wouldn't it be nice if they got it fixed, finally? Oh, my God. Oh, fucking relief, man. I was starting to freak out. And I know she was freaking out. It's like it was causing her to freak out about Vegas because her internet wasn't, you know what I mean? Anyway, such a beautiful guitar. Each one of them is different. Of the several hundred Strats and several hundred Telecasters, I got a Strat and a Telecaster from them. And I just, this one, the back, it goes all the way through the back. It's a oil on water process where they take a tank of water or a barrel of water, and then they swirl oil on top of it, and then they dip the body in. The body's separate from the neck. They dip the body in and pull out the oil. The oil sticks to the dry body, and the body doesn't get wet because it never actually touches the water. The oil coats the body. Oil-based paint coats the body, which is primed in white. So where you see white, that's the paint. That's the primer, and where you see blue, black, and kind of grayish colors or whatever, that's their that's the Swirl, and it goes all the way through the body cavity, which is why I have the cavity on back. off. But then you just get a great Stratocaster classic. Plays so good. Now, one of the changes I made to it, besides I changed the tuners on the back. I don't know if you can see this in my second camera here. But these are the locking tuners that I like for Stratocasters. They're Fender made. This costs like $40 or $50, but they make the string changing experience much nicer. And I'm kind of anal about that. The other thing I did most recently was I put this short trem bar on it, which is called a Gilmore from David Gilmour. He likes the shorter trem bars, and I've never even didn't know they existed. But I always felt that the trem on the stock Stratocasters was too long. So it was long out here, so it had you playing right up here above the neck pickup, right, in order to hold on. But the short one has you playing between the neck and the bridge and the third pickup, the middle pickup, which is exactly where I want to play. And then I can. Better nails. Damn it, she's playing marbles and I want to play again. Can I get in? What? I'm reading chat, Bella's chat. I'm gonna have to quit for a second because I want to talk to Bella. Or hang out with What did she say about fixed?
The makeup on. I hope it's fucking good, bro. I do need to get really good at makeup though, because
Did she say it was fixed? Did you say it was fixed? Somebody tell me. I'm like, I obviously got my headphones on, so I can't hear that well. Must be, because she can't stream on her phone. It's at 1080. All right, shortish stream today, but
thank you so much. Happy
I want to
anniversary.
relax, get back to work. Thanks for hanging out, doing little things. Tomorrow, same fucking thing. So, if it wasn't enough for you today, tomorrow we'll have more, and it will be
You could do
it'll be a music day, a piano,
text
a Ken's Lounge day.
If you do
Ken's Piano Lounge Day.
AI voices.
Why not?
There is Twitch,
And
Obama, there is,
more Flight Simulator first.
like, crazy,
So thanks again for coming by and be watching. Please,
there's
please
all-
watch. I
all
gotta start a hype train for
Let
Bella.
me show it to you.
Bella hype train. Bella hype train. I want to start it. I want
Look
someone
at
else
that.
to start it.
There's so much.
She's looking at all the sounds.
These are just so fucking loud.
The TTS sounds. All right, wait a minute.
Thank you. What the
All right,
heck is
guys.
that
Have fun.
outside?
See you next time.
Thank